All right, the 2026 zx6r, brand new. I think I got like 100 and something miles on it. And today I'm gonna be putting an exhaust tip on it. I just got it today. And it's an Acropovic. And I actually ordered this on eBay. And I was a little bit afraid that it wasn't gonna fit. I didn't see any mid pipes in it, but what they did was I guess they have this designed and welded in one piece, and it should fit there and be able to bolt up. But that's what we're gonna do today. And let's get started. So we're gonna take this old exhaust off. So I'm gonna take these heat shields off with an Allen wrench, and we're gonna start doing that. Get that out of the way. And I actually have the same exact exhaust from, I had another zx6r 2025, really an embarrassing story, because me and Keith is my buddy, he's my riding partner, my Christian brother, and KF Bike Life, Keith and Frank, and we're Kingdom kids forever. But he talked me into going out and buying a motorcycle. No, we were supposed to get mountain bikes, and we end up buying street bikes. We go out and buy bikes, and then decided that we needed bigger bikes, and I end up with a 2025 zx6r, and never got a chance to ride it because of the podcast, and I had to sell it. And here we are again doing the same exact thing. So I got two of these exhausts. I got one upstairs in my attic. So if anybody needs one of these old exhausts, I would give you one. Just let me know. You can have it. All right. Anyways, so that's the heat shield. So you see, this bike there's some stuff on here. It's a little complicated, but this is a servo here. It's like a butterfly valve that has these two cables that go up to this servo motor up here. And what it does is it adjusts this butterfly valve in there. We're gonna eliminate this. And I order from Revzilla a servo buddy, it's called. And the servo buddy is basically gonna trick the computer and think that the motor is still operating, so that we don't get a check engine light. So what we're gonna do is, let's see here. I'm gonna take this collar off here next, and I think that's a 10 millimeter wrench. And a bunch of these are 10 millimeter. And Lord, let this all work out, please. Because what I don't like is to be doing all this for nothing. So it's a little scary ordering a tip from eBay. The last time I ordered it straight from Kawasaki, but this time I ordered it from eBay, so I thought I was taking a risk. And we will find out by the end of the video if I made a mistake. These cables here, I gotta take off. I think that if I loosen these bolts here, yeah, these are 10 millimeter, so I'm just gonna loosen these. Yeah, on this bike here, so I ordered an Acropovic from Kawasaki. They have one for this bike specific that actually has a servo. It's like a $1,500, $1,300 exhaust tip, but it has so you could actually use the servo in it. So that was a little bit easier. So this is the first time I'm going to eliminate the whole motor. Okay, so these pop out like this, and I'm just gonna put these bolts back on, so I don't think I'll lose them. See, this is where a lot of prayer comes in, because I'm silently praying that all this stuff works out. All right, so these, I don't know if I'm gonna have to take these out, but I'll find out how hidden they are, if I can hide these instead of ripping them out. But these are connected up here. Take this off. So you see what that looks like. This is your servo motor. So this is going back and forth and adjusting that valve. So this is gonna have to come out. But before I do that, I wanna get this out of the way and see if this new exhaust is gonna fit. So this is a 10 millimeter bolt. This is the one the main one that's holding the exhaust on. But this is a 10 millimeter in the front. You would think that it would be 10 millimeter in the back also, but it's not. It's kind of weird. There's a couple of things weird on the bike. Not simple. All right. All right, so this is the old exhaust. The servo is in it, and there's a bushing in here. The last time I took this off, I actually broke this and ripped it out. And I had a new one with the exhaust that I bought, and I'm like, what is this? And I'm squeezing it, and I broke it. It's like made out of graphite or something like that. But this is actually just a bushing so that the new exhaust, it fits inside there, because the opening is a little bit bigger than the actual exhaust. This is the new one. And I took the baffle out. The baffle is in here. So it's gonna be a little bit louder without this. And I don't want it to be too loud. Don't want to disturb the neighbors, but I don't want it to be purring like a kitten either, because the bike is mean. So I want to make a little bit of noise. And this is the scary part, to see if this actually fits in here. And it's supposed to. And the people that sent this promised that it would fit. It looks like it fits.
It's perfect.
So what I guess this company, wherever they are, like, it's pretty interesting. I don't know if they do this with a machine that does this, or like if they put the dimensions in, it just makes one piece, like it just comes like that. Yeah, it don't look bad either. So let me see, it comes with this. I'm gonna bolt this up first so it's stationary before I tighten this collar. Yeah, so a little bit of my anxiety is going away right now, because, yeah, but waiting on an exhaust and having the excitement. My wife wasn't excited, but I was. But there's that little bit of anxiety whether it's gonna fit. I actually ordered that Leo Vince right there for my other bike, for the first bike that we had. And I ordered it, and it didn't come with a mid pipe. So you gotta be careful when you're ordering exhaust, and you make sure it has everything that it's supposed to have for the install. 10 millimeter bolt, I didn't really have to do much modifying anything. So I'm trying to keep this collar as flush as possible with the end of this, because I don't know how far this actually went in, but that's how they designed it. So I don't know. It's far enough, so I don't want this collar like too far down. I want it, as flush as possible with the collar that it's going into. And I wouldn't over tighten this. Because if anything here snapped, well, I won't be riding tomorrow, so. And we don't want that. All right, so that's actually tight, and man, I'm really happy about that. It doesn't look like I need a heat shield. My foot is well out of the way of that. And that is it. So now we got to deal with this servo motor. So this is a 10 millimeter. What we're going to do is we're going to take this bolt out here and this bolt here, and this motor should come out. There's two lock. I think this is let me get a screwdriver. This hip pops out. That lock pin there holds these in place. That can come out, and then these two 10 millimeter bolts. And there's actually some space in here after you take this motor out that I didn't have before. Because as you can see, there is no room in here. Okay, so let's take these cables, they slip in like that. And what's that? And now these plug in, there's two plugs here. And this is where your servo buddy will plug in. And that's this. I ordered this from Rockzilla, and they come with some cool, I don't know, little, to be honest with you, I hate stickers. I don't, there's nice Revzilla stickers and stuff like that, but I definitely ain't putting those stickers on my bike. People like that though. I see people's cars with bumper stickers and stuff. I like to keep my stuff clean. But this is a servo buddy. They sell knockoff of these on Amazon. You can get them cheaper. This was like 65 or 70 bucks for this. And I've seen people that use them on videos that get them off of Amazon. They're not this brand. This is the original servo buddy, but they have knockoff brands that supposedly work the same. To be honest with you, for me, I don't like to experiment too much. I did a little bit with the exhaust, but when you spend this much money on a bike, you know, I want to put the right stuff on it. I don't want to take any chances with the computer. There's two tabs. There's a tab on each of these, and you should be able to push down and pull it out just like that. And then there should be a tab on this one. And that's that. So this is going to just plug in where those came out. And you want to push these in until you hear a click. You hear that click? And it's all the way in. And then this one, hear a click. Those are in. I'm going to cover them up. And then this, you could just stick this underneath and just hide that. And what that's going to do is just the bike, when I start the bike up, the computer is going to think that that motor is still in place and still working the way it's supposed to. And I guess we can put this back together and take it out, start it up, see what this thing's going to do. All right, so here we go outside, my new exhaust. It looks good. I'm going to start it up and see what it sounds like. Sounds mean. Sounds a lot better than the factory. That's it. KF Bike Life. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time on the next project.